Hello dear students, welcome to online biology bridge course class. In this video, I am going to discuss about the types of root systems which are observed in the angiospermic plants or flowering plants. In the previous video, explained about the different parts of angiospermic plant body. There are 6 main parts like root, stem, leaves, flower, fruit and seeds. And also I explained the roots arise from radicle, or radicle represents first organ of the embryo when seed is germinated, and further it develops into entire root system. So let us move to the details of root system. What is a root system and what are the different parts that are collectively called root system in a plant body? The total roots of a plant is known as the complete root system. Whatever the number of roots, whether it is a single or it is 1000, any multiple number, all the roots which are present in a plant body, irrespective of its size, they are collectively known as the root system. The total number of roots which are present in the plant body, all of them are collectively referred as root system. Then question is, how many types of root systems are observed in the angiosperms or flowering plants? In angiosperms, there are 3 types of root system. The 3 types of root systems are observed in the different angiosperms. First one is taproot system, second one is fibrous root system, and third one is adventitious root system. These are the 3 types of root systems that are observed in the angiosperms: taproot system, fibrous root system and adventitious root system. What is the difference between these 3 types of the root system and why they are named so, that I am going to explain later. The 3 main types of root systems observed in the angiosperms are taproot system, fibrous root system and adventitious root system. So let us have a look on image. Here this first image and the roots of that plant show taproot system. Here you can see how the roots and their branches are arranged. The structure is completely different from that of fibrous root. The image you can compare with that of taproot system. This second image represents fibrous root system, and here are the adventitious roots. So these are the 3 main types of roots which are present in different angiosperms. So moving to the first type, that is taproot system, where it is present. The taproot system is a very common character observed in the dicots. Then what are dicots? Dicots are the angiosperms where the seed consists of 2 equal parts or cotyledons. The parts or very thick structures of the seed are called cotyledons. If seed contains 2 cotyledons, then they are called dicots. Groundnut is a dicot, black gram is dicot, Bengal gram is dicot, horse gram is dicot. Where the seed consists of 2 equal parts, all those angiosperms are called dicots, and dicots are characterized by the type of the root system called taproot system. Then question is, what is the arrangement in taproot system? A taproot system has a main root that grows down vertically and from which many smaller lateral roots arise. So let us have a look on image, then it will be very clear. So in case of taproot system, what happens? A main thick root arises from radicle. This is the middle and very thick root. This is called primary root. The primary root arises from radicle. That primary root undergoes branching and gives rise to the formation of secondary roots. Secondary roots further branch and they produce the tertiary roots. If the root system consists of main primary root, its branches like secondary and tertiary roots. The type of the root system is called taproot system and it is a very significant character of the dicots. Even doing the practicals, while doing the practical, if you get only root, on the basis of root structure also, it is possible to identify whether that root is belonging to dicot or it is belonging to monocot. If the root system consists of the main centrally located thick primary root along with its branches, no doubt that root system is taproot system, and taproot system is important character or it is found only in case of dicots. From the radicle grows into a thick prominent root in the middle. This is called primary root. The primary root undergoes branching to produce the secondary root and further the secondary root produces the further branchings, they are called tertiary root. One more thing you need to observe in the diagram, the thickness of primary root is comparatively more as compared to secondary and tertiary. That means as the root undergoes again and again branching, the final branch's thickness becomes very, very narrow. The smaller roots are further produced by the branching of tertiary root. This kind of the root system represents a taproot system and it is very unique character of the dicots. Then let us have a look on fibrous root system. And the fibrous root system is exactly opposite to that of taproot system. First thing, it is the character of monocots. What is monocot? If the seed contains single cotyledon, such as in case of wheat, in case of rice, in case of bajra andre sajje, in case of ragi, and in case of the maize is nothing but mekkejola. Mekkejola, corn is a common word, but maize is the term used for mekkejola in English. The common English term is maize. So in monocots, the seed consists of only one cotyledon. Only one part is present in the seed and such seeds are called monocots. The plants are called monocotyledons or monocots, very short term. The monocots are characterized by the presence of fibrous root system. So dicots have taproot system. Monocots are having fibrous root system. Then what is the difference? If you compare this particular image with that of taproot, you can easily identify what is the difference between taproot system and fibrous root system. What is the condition here? Many roots arise from the common point and all the roots have almost equal size. But what was the condition? In case of taproot, the main root is very thick in diameter or its thickness is maximum, which is called primary root, and when it undergoes further branching, the branch's diameter goes on decreasing. But here the condition is not like that. From the radicle only the fibrous root system arises, and here the many roots are produced. The fibrous root systems are composed of large number of roots which are nearly equal in size. All these roots have same size, almost equal size, and all of them are arising from a common point. Such type of the root system is called fibrous root system. So monocots are characterized by fibrous root system. Dicots are characterized by taproot system. In fibrous root system, the group of roots or bundle of roots arise from a common point, and in case of taproot system, the main primary root arises from the radicle. The root branches which are present in the taproot system are of different size, but in case of fibrous root system, all the roots are of equal size. So this is about the monocot root system, which is nothing but fibrous root system. Then let us have a look on last type of the root system, and it is adventitious root system. So this one is very familiar image. I think it is the image of banyan tree, alada mara. So adventitious roots, so what is the difference? Here the roots arising from other than radicle. That means roots arise from an organ. Something went wrong here. Let me correct this. Here the roots arise from other than root, especially radicle. Actually here I need to mention radicle, but it is okay. Other than root means other than radicle. If the roots arise from stem, sometimes even roots arise from the leaf also, they are called adventitious roots. And adventitious roots are mainly developed for the purpose of the mechanical support. Here in banyan tree you can observe the branches of the plant are huge. It grows in a wide way. The size of the tree is much larger as compared to other trees. To support the main stem, to support the branches of main stem, some roots are growing from branches of the stem towards the soil, and these roots are called adventitious roots. Here also you can see the roots are growing from nodal region of the stem. Nodal region is the part of stem, and from this one the roots are growing towards the soil, and both of them are providing mechanical support. They are called adventitious roots. If the root arises from other than radicle or other than any part giving rise to the development of root, such roots are called adventitious roots, and adventitious roots are mainly produced for the purpose of mechanical support. In case of dicot, the banyan tree is belonging to the dicots. These roots are called prop roots, and in monocot these adventitious roots are called stilt roots. The names are different. Adventitious roots produced in dicots are called prop roots, and adventitious roots produced in monocots are called stilt roots. Whatever the name is, but both of them are providing mechanical support. So these are the three types of root systems observed in the angiosperms, and the taproot system is the character of dicot. Fibrous root system is the character of monocot, and adventitious roots are found in both dicot and monocot, but they are arising from other than root, an organ other than root. They may develop from the stem or they may develop from the leaf, and they are called adventitious roots. Their main function is to provide the mechanical support. If possible, try to remember dicots adventitious roots are called prop roots, and in monocots the adventitious roots are called stilt roots. So this that I wanted to discuss in the today's video. Hope the explained part is clear for you. Thank you.